Hi everybody, happy Friday. I hope you're having a blessed day today. I know that I am, thank you Jesus. Always on my side, always provides. So today, even though it's hot, I'm going to turn on the oven. I'm going to turn it on because I want to eat lasagna. So I'm making lasagna today. I have my ground beef, I have the lasagna, I have my fresh ricotta, and I have some 3 cheese sauce. I have my big old bag of mozzarella, and I have some Kirkland. So it's a done deal. We're doing that. So my water's already boiling, and I'm going to throw in my pasta. Pasta going in. I'm probably going to add a couple more because I have 2 boxes. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more pasta. I like to do them in stars, and so they're not all facing the same way. And I'll just wait a little bit and it'll go down like that. And now I tell it to go down and it listens. Okay, I'm gonna get the other box. Where's my other box? So I'm just going to take like maybe 5 out of here. I think 5 should do. An extra 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I just wanted 5 extra. So I'm going to put this, I could save it for another day. Even if I don't use a lasagna style, I could still break it up into pieces and make like that cabbage lasagna that I made. That was really good. You got to look for that video and make it. It was very delicious and very nutritious. So I'm going to turn on my pan here. And this is going to go down in a minute. I ain't worried about it. I'm going to put in my ground beef. And I'm going to start to stir fry it. And I really don't have to do anything work. I went to Costco and I got these double bags. And they were like $12 for a double bag. So I picked that up. I have one in the freezer. And I'm going to be using one for this meal. Maybe not all of it, but most of it. I'm gonna get my little squisher. My little ground beef squisher. So hot today, guys. It's really hot, but at the same time, it's kind of cloudy. All right, so let's get this squished. My daughter's off this week. I'm so happy. Amy's off this week, my beautiful doll. That means we could do some things together. She didn't have to work. So happy. Her vacation's my vacation. Well, part of it. Because she has her own family, so they got to do things with the other side of the family. Okay, let me just leave that there. I'm going to squish that down. I need to bring that down. Okay, I'm gonna use this right here, and there it goes. Now I need to salt this water, and I'm gonna put a little oil so nothing sticks. Hopefully it won't stick together. Let me get some salt. Put some salt in this. Here we go. See it. Okay, got some salt in there. I'm just going to flip these over, and they go in a big nice circle, and they cook really good. Alright, so this is only going to cook for about maybe 8 minutes, and then it should be done. You don't have to overcook it. You don't want to overcook it because you're going to put it in the oven and it's going to cook some more. So, look at this. You know what? I'll be back in a few minutes, because this is going to take a while, and I'm going to talk your ear out. I'll be back. Oh, is this too dark? Let me see, is this too dark? I'm trying to get it a little bit brighter. I'll just leave it like that. Alright guys, so my meat is all browned up. The pasta's almost ready. It's been about 8 minutes. And as you can see, there's really not that much oil in it. It had a little bit of water, but I decided to leave it because it's going to dry up really quick. So, look, I have onion, garlic, peppers, cilantro, and ajíes in there. Okay, fresh garlic, pepper, and everything in there. That's just a little cube of my sofrito. If you want to learn how to do the sofrito video, just look for sofrito video, and I'll show you how to do it. So I have the sofrito there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little salt. This salt is seasoned. This tomato sauce is seasoned already, so I'm not going to add any too much overwhelming. A little salt. A little bit of garlic and herb. No salt added on this one. Just a little extra flavor. And I'm going to use a little bit of powdered garlic. Just like that. And a little bit of parsley. Yeah, that'll do it. So I'm going to be using a can of about half a can or so. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see how much it absorbs when I put it in, okay? So let me just mix up all those seasonings first and try to find my sofrito bowl. There it is. It's almost done. I would really like it if it was completely defrosted before I added tomato sauce. But you know what? It's going to eventually melt and it's going to be in the same place. So I'm going to add my tomato sauce. Yeah, I knew I needed 1 can. I'm going to add just a tinsy. What is it about that? What? Just a little bit. Just a little bit so I can get the rest what's in that can. Alright. Now, look, see? It wasn't too much. I thought it would be a lot, but it wasn't. That's like a, what, 7-ounce can? Let me see. It was, 15 ounces, and this is 24 ounces. So I'll only be using half of that. That's just for decoration purposes, and maybe just a little bit for taste. I'm gonna put some in here, just a little bit. So hold up, wait a minute. Okay, this pasta is done. I'm gonna turn it off because I'm gonna be okay, just a little bit. Okay, that's good. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to let this cook for about 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes, just so all that sauce can get incorporated really nice and have a happy dance with the meat that's going on in there. So while this is on medium, just chilling, I will be draining that pasta. So I'll be back as soon as I drain my pasta. Okay, my pasta. I put it in some water and I have my grated Parmigiano Reggiano and I'm just gonna add a little bit. Not a lot. Like about 2 tablespoons. Just so I could give it a cheesy flavor. Because I like it a cheesy flavor. Looking good. So I just had this covered, guys, for about 2 minutes only. So I'm gonna leave it for another 2 minutes because it hasn't even really come to a high boil. So 2 more minutes and I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back and this has been cooking for like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna turn it off now because this is done. I'm just gonna put it right back here for now. Leave the spoon there. I'm gonna put this pan here and I'm gonna start making the lasagna. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a little bit of the sauce to the bottom. Just like so. And a little bit of cheese. So yummy. Now I'm gonna start putting in my lasagna. Put that one in the middle. You know, I'm gonna put one right here. Right there, so it holds everything together. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Right there. So it looks like 2 little pockets. See? It looks like 2 little pockets on the side. That'll hold all the meat together. So just a few more lasagna pieces. Okay, so I'm gonna put one here on the end. I'm gonna turn another one over here. I'm gonna move this over because that one needs another piece in the middle for sturdiness. So, is this one here? And I'll just put one in the middle, like I said, just for sturdiness, right there. So, I'm gonna take some of this meat sauce. I'm gonna put it right there. So very yummy. I should have enough for the whole thing here. I gotta make sure that all of it gets a nice layer of meat. See? Because making 2-layer lasagna. Gotta put some on the sides as you can see that. Don't want it to not have meat everywhere. I need meat everywhere. Look, that's looking really good there. So I'm done. Just a little more in this piece right there. See? All of it has nice cheese. Just a little bit right here. Don't look at me like that. Okay. That's good. All right. The next step. Now I gotta open up my ricotta is not open. I need to open the ricotta first. And I gotta get a spoon. Okay, there we go. And while I'm at it, let me just open it too. All right. Okay, so now let's add some cheese. Here comes the cheese. Look at that deliciousness. Very good, very good. Okay, I think that's super cheesy right there, guys. That's enough. That's almost half a bag. Not half a bag quite. But now I need to get a spoon and let me get my ricotta. Wash my hands again. Okay. So now I'm gonna take the ricotta and I'm just gonna spoon it in there like that. Plop it in there just like that. Make sure it's all over. You want that ricotta everywhere. Okay, so you see I'm spreading it everywhere, and that's about it. Wait, I missed this piece right here. Okay, the more you put, the more liquid it's gonna make, so you don't want to put too much, but just enough. See, like that layer? That's perfect. And I'm just gonna grab my garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit right onto that ricotta. Just a little bit of garlic and a little bit of Parmesan. Just a little. Just a little. Like little shavings of it. See? I like the shavings. Alright, so let's continue with our pasta before it gets too sticky to do. Okay. So, wait, what's that little thingy there? That's nothing. Clean it. Alright, so take this. That was from a little fuzz bowl from when I cleaned my hands before. That's why I like to use paper towels. Because I tried it. You see it, guys, I gave it a chance. I'm trying to save some paper towels, but I see little fuzz balls it leaves behind, and I get freaked out. No fuzz balls in my food. Alright, do that. And we have a couple more. There's a lot of little broken pieces that I'm just going to throw in there in the middle. And this layer doesn't get that much of the noodles because it's just like a divider. So I'll just put a few of them And like I said, I'm looking for the broken ones because some broke. I'm just gonna throw them in there because that part's the middle and it doesn't matter. You're not gonna see that part. Look at this. See? Put them right there. And let's see if there's any more. Throw those little noodles in there. And I still gotta put a little bit on the side. So I'm just gonna, let me see. How many? I have to count. How many on the top? Like 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now those are gonna go on the top, but these right here, I'm just gonna chop it up a little bit. And I'm gonna use it for the side, right there. Right there. So it's not empty on the sides. And I still have a few more. So I'm gonna put this one on the edge. So that's it. Yummy. All right, here we go again. Put some meat. Usually I make a lot more meat, guys. This is not a lot, but I'm sure it'll do just fine. Because we have a lot on the bottom, you know. Just pop that right in the middle. Okay, let me put this right here on the side. And this is how much meat is going in there. Oh, that's fine. That's a pretty good enough layer. I mean, it has a lot on the bottom, so the top is okay. See? There we go. That's good enough. Stop playing with that. Stop playing. Okay. All right, so here we go. Same process. Let's grab our cheese. I got meat sauce. Ricotta. All right, here we go. Cheese. And more cheese. And more cheese. All right, I think that's good, right? All right, that's good. Did you say one? I didn't hear you say one. Look, a nice big chunky piece right there. So it all has cheese. And now what I want to do is add my ricotta. Plop it down. Just plopping it. Trying to do this video fast so I can share it to other places that doesn't take. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm back and let's just finish adding the rest of this so we can cover it and put it in the oven. My oven is already turned on to 400 degrees, and I think this will take about maybe half an hour for everything to be like piping hot and bubbling and all that cheese will melt. All right, so that's it. And I just want to add a little bit of garlic right on top. Just a little bit. And a little bit of cheese. Yeah, that's good. Just a little taste. So now I'm going to add the rest of the pasta in there. Leave that right there. I hope I counted them out evenly. Right there. What's the little spoon? Okay. The next one right there. And you can see I need 2 for the side. Delicious. And I have about 2 more noodles. And I think that should do it. Those 2 noodles are exactly what I needed. See that? 2 noodles. And some little curlies. Throw those little curlies in there. So hold on. I'm going to put that noodle there. And I'm going to put this one right there. Okay, and I'm going to cut this one so I can put it on the sides. See, nice and tender. So I'm just going to put it like this. And another one over here. Alrighty, so we're almost done. Now, the last thing I want to do is I want to put a little bit of cheese. Not a lot of it, just a little bit. Okay, like that. I'm going to put a little cheese. I'm going to put a little bit of mozzarella just on top so you can see all the cheesiness. Gotta have the cheese. Who says cheese? I say cheese. Now that bag, I couldn't fit it into my freezer. And I have the other one. Comes out a second, guys. I'm back, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of this cheese and I'm done. That's enough cheese. Now I want to add the sauce on top because you got to. So add some sauce. All around. That's why I said, you see, I'm gonna need it to decoration purposes. And for the sides. Who likes the crunchy little bits on the side? All right, so that's it. Alright, so just want to add a little bit of garlic. This is just pure garlic, no garlic salt in here. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this one more time, just to look pretty on top. Alright, guys, that's it. My lasagna is done. And I'm just going to cover this baby up. And I'm going to put it in there for about 35 to 40 minutes, and then I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back and my phone is shaking, not me. Okay, my lasagna is ready. It's been 45 minutes and I think that's all the time that it needed, so let's check it out. Let's check it out. Oh baby, that is steaming. Look at that. Beautiful. Just beautiful, but I'm kind of like afraid to touch it right now. You know what, I'm just gonna let it rest there for like 10 minutes. Just let it rest and simmer down because everything's so creamy and cheesy that it's just gonna go all over the place. So let's give it 10 minutes. I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back and it's been about 7 minutes. You know, I could touch the pan, so it's telling me to cool off a little bit. So I got my plate and I have a knife, and usually, you know me, I like to cut right from the middle, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to start from the end here, just like that, and I'm going to go all the way across. That's so the rest of the lasagna could stay intact. If you don't, it's going to drip. Even after I cut it, if it's still drippy, what I do is I just put something under it like that, or leave it at a slant to make sure that everything stays down and doesn't fly out. So, okay, I'm going to cut this one in half. Okay. Guys, it smells so good. Just want to make sure, separate it. Is it separated? It looks like it's separated. Alright, so I'm going to cut this piece right now. Leave that right there. You can grab my plate and let's see how easy it is or how difficult. Oh my goodness, this piece is humongous, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I served 2 servings in this. Look how big it is. Look how big it is. That is huge. And it's so cheesy. It's delicious. Everything is coming out of it, but it has that cheese pull. It's good. Cheese pull everywhere. Nice. All right, guys. So this is my lasagna. This is my dinner. I hope you like the way I made it. If you like the way I made it, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with everybody, and have a blessed Friday, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh yeah, this is too big. But look how beautiful it is. Wait, before you go, look how beautiful. So yummy, guys. So yummy, so delicious. Have a blessed day. Bye.